Today I want to introduce the formula of the excels. The first is author sum. Author sum is add all the numbers in a range of the cells. Here an example. To add English mark and the max mark for the student A and B, you can select the column that you want to add and click the author sum. The column of the B3 and the C3 is the English mark and the max mark for the student A. Then D3 you can get the total mark of the student A. The column of the B4 and the C4 is the English and max mark for the student B. Then you will get the total marks of in the D3 for the student B. This is the total mark of the student A and the student B. The formula applied in D3 and D4 is the Excel highlight the cells you are totaling. The second formula is the count. Count is the number of the cell in the range that contain number. Is in the usually used is the count. For example, you can enter the following formula to count the number in the range. Total B add until I add. If the add of the cells in the range contain number, the result is the add. Another example is the code 2, then is the count. Is the B9 until F9. If 5 of the cells in the range contain number, the result is the 5. The third formula is effect. Is the formula in financial formula. There have many formula which I choose effect. Is the internal rate or nominal rate of an period of year. Return the effective annual interest rate. This is very important function in Excel for financial professionals that usually involve borrowing and lending. For example, an interest rate of 20% annual interest rate APR that compose monthly 12 is actually the 0.21939, which we change into percentage. This is 21.94% effective annual interest rate. Next is AND formula. The formula is in the logical formula, which I choose AND formula. The AND formula is check whether all arguments are true and return true if all arguments are true. For example, formula of iPhone and Samsung is return true if B greater than C and 4 other values. The first example is iPhone in stock is 30 greater than 20. This is true. The argument is true. The next is 40 bigger than 40. This is false argument. The 20 bigger than 20. This is also the false argument. The last example is Samsung. The 40 greater than 10. This is the true argument. This is use the logical for all of the argument. The next formula is the text. Text is in the text, which I choose the most easier one is the text. It converts a value to text in a specified number format. It's useful in situations where you want to display number in a more adorable format, or you want to combine number with text or symbol. For example, if you want to display the leading zero in number, you can use this formula. This is 20 and 000. Such as 26 convert to 0026. Another example, you can use 43 convert to 000. You can choose that 43 change to 043. Moreover, the next example is date and time. Date and time have many examples which I choose the date is more easier one. It represents the year, month, and day. Return the number that represents the date is Microsoft Excel's date until time code. For example, combine the year from cells 36 and the month from cells B36 from B36 and day from A36. Okay, you can get the totally day, month, year of the combined day. For another example, is the same. You can get the cells of 37 and the month of B37 and the day of A37. Choose. This is the example for lookup and reference. They have many formula also that I choose the easier one is columns. Columns is return the columns number for a reference. For example, the column of B41 return to 2 because the column B is the second column. Another example is that I choose A42 column. This return to 1 because column A is the first column. That I choose C43. This return to 3 because 3 is the column that third column is the column formula that which easier for you to solve the column. Math and cheat function. They also have many functions inside the math and cheat, and I choose the most easier one function which is ABS function. It is the return the absolute value of a number without its sign. For example, we want to difference between series A and series B given. If you subtract series A and series B, you may get the negative number. However, if you want absolute number in this scenario, we can use the absolute function. For example, in the series A is 10 and the series B is 9. 10 minus 9 we get 1. It's the positive number, so we did not have change. Like example 2, series A is 7 and the series B is 9. And we can they get the answer is negative 2. Then this is a return the absolute value of a number. Another example is serial A is 6 and the serial B is 5. 6 minus 5 we also get 1, so it's the positive number did not have changed. And lastly, example is serial A is 3 and the serial B is 8. Then the 3 minus 8 we get the negative 5. Negative 5 we can return the absolute value of a number. It's a real number for which you want to absolute value. We also have more functions in the Excel, which is statistical, engineering, cube, information, compatibility, and web. Excel provides an extensive range of statistical functions that perform calculations from basic means, median, and modes to the more complex statistical distribution and probability tests. The Excel statistical functions are all listed in the table below, grouped into categories to help you to easily find the function that you need. Select a function name will take you to a full description of the function, with example of use and advice on common errors. that some of the statistic functions will introduce in recent version of Excel. You can choose which is the statistic function that you need. The next is engineering function. The Excel engineering function perform the most commonly used engineering calculation, many of which relate to basis function, complex number, or converting between different bases. Engineers may also find the Excel math and tricks function useful. In the table below, the Excel engineering function has been grouped into categories to help you easier find the function that you need. Select the function name will take you to a full description of the function with example of use. You can choose the function that you need. The third function is the cube function. The Excel cube function performs calculation and extract data from a cube, which is stored on an external SQL server. These functions are only supported with a connection to Microsoft SQL Server 2005 Analyst Service or later data source. You also can find the function that you need and you can choose in the cube function. Next is information function. The Excel information function provides the information about the content, formatting, and location of cells in an Excel spreadsheet. In the table below, the Excel information function has been grouped into categories to help you to a full description of your function with example of use. The last function is the compatibility and web function. The compatibility, you also can use the function have been grouped into the category to help you to find the function that you need. Then you also can select the function that you need to take you to a full description of the function with example use. The wait function contains the three functions, which is this and this. The three function is return a URL encoding string, return the data from XML content using a specific XPath, and lastly is return the data from a web service on the internet or intranet. This is the most easy one for the web function. That's all is my introduction for the function and the formula of the Excel. Thank you for your watching and the listening.